Okay, so obviously it's all animal related.
Yeah, cool.
So, very first one is about chickens and turkeys. Okay?
Okay.
So, chickens and turkeys are often held in confined spaces, just the way they're brought up. Because they're held in confined spaces, they have their beaks trimmed, basically to avoid them pecking and harming one another. Yeah. Now, the process does actually have the potential to cause significant pain and suffering, and although the RSPCA, they do say they want to phase that process out, they do still permit it as long as it's performed by a trained professional. Do you think that process can actually be justified ever?
Yes.
Yeah. And for what reason?
Well, a lot of chickens and turkeys are used for battering, basically. Like, you know, like a lot of chickens. You get a lot of chickens that they're like just bred for their eggs, basically.
Sure.
And
that's a different breed of chickens.
Right, okay.
So what I'm talking about here is like broiler chicks. These are the ones that are typically eaten.
For praising RSPCA, is it?
It's you'll see. You'll see.
Right,
as we go through.
Next question.
Next one. Okay. Next one is the egg-laying ones, but it's actually about the baby chicks.
Right.
Okay. Now, because they can't lay eggs, on their very first day of life, most male chicks, this is non-RSPCA, by the way, most male chicks are sorted in male-female, because obviously only the females lay eggs, and the males are typically put onto a conveyor belt and dropped into a massive blender. Basically, it's called a macerator.
All right.
They're ground up alive.
Right.
Now, the RSPCA don't like that process. They do permit it in some situations, but they don't like it.
Yeah.
What they actually prefer, they prefer chicks to be gassed using argon.
Right.
Now, being gassed using argon, it takes no longer than 6 minutes for the chicks to suffocate to death.
Right.
That's kind of maximum. Usually, it's obviously less than that.
Yeah.
Do you think that is actually a better process?
No.
No?
No, I don't think they should go for any of it. Subject anything like that. No.
No?
No, I don't think they should go for anything like that.
Why not? Why is it wrong?
Completely dead against it. No, that's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that.
No, definitely
Don't agree with like what their process they go through, and I don't agree with the RSPCA. You know, going for suffocation.
No. Okay.
No.
Third one is about fish.
Okay.
There are now multiple non-RSPCA methods for killing fish. I'm talking about industrial scale here rather than just at the side of the river sort of thing. These include using carbon dioxide, usually just pulling them out and let them suffocate to death, obviously in an unusual atmosphere. Quite often they put into ice where they could basically freeze and just that way, or occasionally just having their throat slit. Now, it's scientific consensus that fish can suffer and feel pain, and because of that, the RSPCA now ask that fish be slaughtered using what they call percussive stunning. This is essentially where they get a blunt instrument, smack it on the head, and it forces a brain to collide with the skull. It does occasionally need to be done twice, but it's not always successful on the first attempt. However, of all of those different methods I've mentioned, which one do you think would actually be the best way of doing it?
I agree with that.
Which
because
one?
when I go fishing,
Which one?
The one brain on the skull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because basically, I agree with that. When I go fishing, I use a priest, which will wax it on the head, kiss them out straight, right?
Okay.
Like, you know, saves any suffocation, any unbreathing or anything like that. So I do agree with
Yep,
that.
so you'd be on the RSPCA side for that one.
Well,
Yeah,
my
fair enough.
side, not the RSPCA, my side, yes.
Fair enough, okay. Fourth one, male dairy calves, the babies. Because they are useless to the industry, the two non-RSPCA, the two most humane ways of disposing of, I'll say humane in inverted commas, disposing of unwanted dairy calves, non-RSPCA, is to either smack them over the head with a blunt instrument, quite often a spade, or bolt gun them in the head. This usually happens on their first day of life. Now, the RSPCA now prefer farmers to use electrical stunning, which is basically, you might have seen it before, a little probe here, and zap them. Yep. This reduces the ineffectiveness down from 14% down to 10%.
Nice.
Say again?
So I was answering that twat.
Oh. So it reduces the ineffectiveness down from 14% to 10%, which that actually means in the UK, each month roughly, there's about 9,500 calves are put down, and it reduces it that says only, inverted commas, 950 of them aren't killed outright. What do you think to that process?
No, I don't agree with like any of it. Like, you know, I'm not a farmer. If you're a farmer, it's a different. You know, they you know, people eating meat and stuff like that. But I don't agree with it. I mean, okay, I eat it. So,
any particular reason you don't agree with it?
Well, really, like, you know, it's cruel. I think it really, like, if anything, like, I'm holding me, hold the microphone.
You can hold it down here, it'll be fine. I'm just saying.
Nah, we don't like it. But if there was no meat, then I think we'd eat vegetable, wouldn't we, really?
Yeah.
So, nah, I think it's cool. But then I don't agree. There's a lot of questions I've got for the RSPCA.
This is why it's thought-provoking. It's like make you think a little bit.